We had a lot of lessons last week, and this week is week number 7 and session number 1. So, anybody has any? I really liked, 2 points. Where first one was the fourth point: your conscious mind is the watchman at the gate. Its chief function is to protect your subconscious mind from false impressions. Choose to believe that something good can happen and is happening now. So if you have read The Power of Now, so this means the same. So choose to believe that something good can happen and is happening now. Your greatest power is your capacity to choose happiness and abundance. So this one point I really liked, and the other one was at the next page, which is page number 28. So you are the captain of your soul, that is your subconscious mind, and the master of your fate. So these 2 points were really, what, when we are taking those auto suggestions or we are taking the hetero suggestions, we are always, uh, accepting them without thinking anything. We just accept whatever we have heard that this is going to happen. So we have the power, to shift to shift our decision. And um, power means that whatever we are thinking, everything comes in a ripple effect. So whatever we put out comes in a ripple effect. So when we give out something, it comes back multifold. So if we give out good, it comes multifold, and vice versa. Sorry, excuse me for my throat today also. But the same thing happens is we keep on repeating certain thoughts, and the good thoughts which we are floating in the environment, we might not see the results coming immediately, but they are coming. They are always coming back to us. We just have to be more aware of what inside the emotion we are carrying for it. So we are good to go. Let's start with the session. Amiji, I invite
Yes, ma'am,
you.
sure. Yes, sure.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll start with chapter 3, the miracle working power of your subconscious. The power of your subconscious is enormous. It inspires you, it guides you, and it reveals to you names, facts, and scenes from the storehouse of memory. Your subconscious started your heartbeat, controls the circulation of your blood, regulates your digestion, assimilation, and elimination. When you eat a piece of bread, your subconscious mind transmutes it into tissue, muscle, bone, and blood. The process is beyond the ken of the wisest man who walks the earth. Your subconscious mind controls all vital processes and functions of your body and knows the answer to all problems. Your subconscious mind never sleeps and never rests. It is always on the job. You can discover the miracle working power of your subconscious by plainly stating to your subconscious prior to sleep that you wish a certain specific thing accomplished. You will be delighted to discover that forces within you will be released, leading to the desired result. Here, then, is a source of power and wisdom which places you in touch with omnipotence or the power that moves the world, guides the planets in their courses, and causes the sun to shine. Your
See,
subconscious mind, yeah,
Amiji, 1 minute. See,
yeah,
it is
yeah,
so the line here is whenever we sleep, we have to, we have to tell our mind exactly what we are looking for. See, there's a in the paragraph, the beginning of the paragraph, your conscious, subconscious mind never sleeps, never rests. It is always on the job. You can discover the miracle power of your subconscious by plainly stating, it is how simply it is put out, plainly stating to your subconscious prior to sleep that you wish a certain specific thing accomplished. Something accomplished, and you will be delighted to discover that the forces within you, see, whatever attention goes, energy flows. So whatever we are focusing on, it gets, it starts manifesting. So this is what he's saying. When we, before sleeping, when our mind is totally, you are unmuted. Anything you want to say? Okay, so here then is the source of power and wisdom which places you in touch with omnipotence, or the power that moves the world. See, omnipotence or the power that moves the world. So is it like, it is you, we are really powerful beings. We just have to, understand what all we can do. Actually, we can do anything. But yet, how we have to uncover ourselves. It is like an onion peel. We are peeling every time a new layer for us, which makes things more easier. And he's pointing it so nicely and so easily that it is that this is just, we just have to plainly state it to our subconscious mind prior to sleep. So, and it will come, and the omnipotence or the power that moves the world guides the planets in their course, and causes the sun to shine. See how much the power we all carry within. Continue, Amiji, continue.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Your subconscious mind is the source of your ideals, aspirations, and altruistic urges. It was through the subconscious mind that Shakespeare perceived great truths hidden from the average man of his day. Undoubtedly, it was the response of his subconscious mind that caused the Greek sculptor Phidias to portray beauty, order, symmetry, and proportion in marble and bronze. It enabled the Italian artist Raphael to paint Madonnas and Ludwig van Beethoven to compose symphonies. In 1951, I lectured at the Yoga Forest University, Rishikesh, India, and there I chatted with a visiting surgeon from Bombay. He told me about Dr. James Esdell, a Scotch surgeon who worked in Bengal before either or other modern methods of anesthesia were discovered. Between 1843 and 1846, Dr. Esdell performed about 400 major operations on the eye, ear, and throat. All operations were conducted under mental anesthesia only. Yeah. This Indian doctor at Rishikesh informed me that the protoperative mortality rate of patients operated on by Dr.
It is
Esdell,
it is post operative.
post-operative, yeah, I think it is, yeah, that the post-operative mortality rate of patients operated on by Dr. Esdell was extremely low, probably 2 or 3%. Patients felt no pain and there were no deaths during the operations. Dr. Esdell suggested to the subconscious minds of all his patients who were in hypnotic stage that no infection or septic condition would develop. You must remember that this was before Louis Pasteur, Joseph Lister, and others who pointed out the bacterial origin of disease and causes of infection due to unsterilized and virulent organisms.
See, I feel this is such a beautiful thing, na? This I also remember one thing. I remember my mother-in-law had to undergo the knee surgery. When he's saying how the doctor suggested the minds of the subconscious. I remember when we went, that doctor has a very beautiful history that whenever he does any surgery, nobody needs any blood, any extra blood donation is not required. So he has believed in his own self that whenever I do any of the knee surgeries, that nobody is going to, need any extra blood. And because of the age, normally knee surgeries mostly happen when the old age, in the old age. So when my mom-in-law is around 70 plus now, when she went for the surgery and I went with her, and the doctor said the same thing. We don't need any blood. And I was shocked. Each and every hospital always tells us, to keep somebody or the other ready. You might need a donation. But he blankly said, you'll be fine, Mataji, don't worry about it. And you don't need any extra blood on it. And I still remember the expression of my mom-in-law's face, that how she was, because we literally had to, tell her to get these knee replacements done, because she was not able to walk from past quite a long time. But she was not ready because of all the stories she had heard from all the people who had done. So she was very reluctant, but we made her go. And the moment the doctor said, Mother, you'll be fine. You'll be able to walk. You'll be able to do whatever you want to do. And then I was actually seeing that the state of mind was on her face. The kind of relaxation she had at the seeing with the doctor, it was amazing. See, this just reminded me of that beautiful incident immediately, as I read that how the doctor is suggesting to, at times we believe that we have some, um, we can say, a doctor which is a family doctor, and we trust so much. So even that he gives a small pill or something, because of the trust, we actually start healing. So it's kind of a placebo we are having, right? Anybody has any inputs? Anybody wants to share something?
Is again, ma'am, somewhat we can say again shift of thoughts,
Yes,
right? So,
yes,
the patient may be thinking that, okay, I will take more time to get well, or how the treatment will happen, and problems will be there. But then just because of that thought that extra blood will be required, or there's a shift automatically happening, and
yeah,
I think better response to the treatment. Yeah.
yeah, of course. I was shocked. Matlab, like, the moment the doctor said, "No, mother, you'll be fine. Don't worry, everything is fine. We don't need any blood." I have a record of this, that we don't need any extra blood for any surgeries. So immediately I was shocked. So
Yeah.
yes, she was mentally prepared for this. I remember that how we had to drag her to the hospital. Okay, you have to go now. I've taken the appointment. So in that moment, she literally shifted, and that made the entire, surgery went well, and now she's perfectly on her feet. So that's the okay. Continue.
Yeah. This Indian surgeon said that reason for the low mortality rate of the general absence of infection, which was reduced to a minimum, was undoubtedly due to the suggestions of Dr. Esdell to the subconscious minds of his patients. They responded according to the nature of his suggestion. It is simply wonderful when you conceive how a surgeon over 120 years ago discovered the miraculous wonder working powers of the subconscious mind. Doesn't it cause you to be seized with a sort of mystic awe when you stop and think of the transcendental powers of your subconscious mind? Consider its extrasensory perceptions, such as its capacity for
Clairvoyance.
clairvoyance, clairvoyance, and clairaudience, its independence of time and space, its capacity to render you free from all the pain and suffering, and its capacity to get the answer to all problems, be they what they may. All these and many more reveal to you that there is a power and an intelligence within you that far transcends your intellect, causing you to marvel at the wonders of it all. All these experiences cause you to rejoice and believe in the miracle working powers of your own subconscious mind.
Brilliant. Anybody has anybody has to say something? Okay, so we'll continue further.
Yeah. Your subconscious is your book of life. Whatever thoughts, beliefs, opinions, theories, or dogmas you write, engrave, or impress on your subconscious mind, you shall experience them as the objective manifestation of circumstances, conditions, and events. What you write on the inside, you will experience on the outside. You have two sides to your life: objective and subjective, visible and invisible, thoughts and its manifestation. Your thought is received by your brain, which is the organ of your conscious reasoning mind. When your conscious or objective mind accepts the thought completely, it is sent to the solar plexus, called the brain of your mind, where it becomes flesh and is made manifest in your experience.
This is one of the most powerful lines of the book. The brain receives your thought. See, it is clearly saying whatever the five senses are seeing as an we can say as a perception, and we keep on telling ourselves the same story again and again, again and again. And what is happening is, in the solar plexus, which is near the navel, that area is actually about related to the emotions. So whatever we are again and again telling ourselves, that area, it is called also the gut of the body. That area starts, something, sometimes we have a very gut feeling about it. That means something will certainly happen. And it does. Hmm. So whenever we have, see, in the first line he says, whatever thoughts, beliefs, opinions, theories, or dogmas you write, engrave, or impress on your subconscious mind, we are continuously thinking about an event. And if the event is a very happy event, it's really going to bring up all the emotions, all the colors, all the beauty in it. And then we start feeling it, and the moment we start feeling, actually that area in the solar plexus, that area starts manifesting, because it's the womb. Okay, so it's a thought womb also. So whatever we are persisting continuously, that impression is going to be reflected in the outside world, in whatever way, in whatever maybe the circumstances, conditions, events, as he's saying here. So it is nothing is coincidentally happening to us. Whatever we are focused on consistently, we can we can shift, we can change it. So that is the power we carry, because it is all a thought which we have prolonged too much. It's like we have conceived the thought for so long that it comes to the matter formation upon as a where it becomes flesh and it's made manifest in your experience. Okay, so that is what he's saying here. She cleared her mind.
Paroji, in between, your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Okay, okay, I'll connect with the other hotspot or something. Just give me a minute. Anybody else wants to continue to talk something? Omkar, any words of wisdom?
I really feel like, the biggest thing that I really find is how exactly you treat your thoughts. I mean to say, like, when it comes, uh, because whatever is being passed, it goes to subconscious mind. It is very clearly said. That's the biggest theme that I've learned or felt till now. So what I feel, any miracle, any power, anything, to have the capability of it, to change it, it is through thought.
Yes. Yes. And as Shweta has been talking to me, so this I want to bring her into notice also. If you can speak, it is fine, Shweta. If not, then we can talk later. But I'll put you across this. You know, whatever you are thinking is a very hard situation. Continuously. Okay, you
Right
are
now,
emphasizing it.
I'm about to arrive, ma'am. I'm about to arrive to home. In another 5 minutes exactly, I'll be there at home, ma'am. That I would like to talk.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. So
Okay.
we'll continue reading and we'll come back to this point with you again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, by the time you reach. Okay. So let's continue. Amiji, continue.
Yeah, yeah. As previously outlined, your subconscious cannot argue. It acts only from what you write on it. It accepts your verdict of the conclusions of your conscious mind as final. This is why you are always writing on the book of life, because your thoughts become your experiences. The American essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Man is what he thinks all day long."
See, man is what he
Think-
thinks all day long. So whatever we are telling ourselves, it becomes a reality. So at times things are good, at times things are not good, and we keep on asking why this happened to me. So this is the answer of man. If we keep on thinking the same thing, because it's a hardcore belief, only then the same results are going to be there.
And also,
Oh,
ma'am, the first line also very powerful. Your
yes,
subconscious
I
cannot
also wanted
argue.
to point the same thing, because
Yes.
whatever just now I told, the same thing is, I meant to say, like, it's again the same. Your subconscious cannot argue. It acts only from what you write on it. Like it means, it's plain paper. Whatever you write it on it, it accepts it. And that's final.
Yes,
That's final.
yes, because it's like we have that thought has sunk in well. It's sinked inside us. This
Yeah,
is
I
a
want to
fact.
add a point here.
Yes, Pushkani.
We write something on the subconscious in the form of thoughts and beliefs. We have a desire, we think of it, and as we are learning how to inculcate it by impressing into the subconscious, it was also mentioned that by stating to yourself before going to sleep, we start
Yes,
doing that. And the
yes,
major thing that has to be paid attention on while implementing it practically is that we think of something, we say it to ourselves, and then before the manifestation of result, the waiting period is the major task here. That's what I have understood while implementing it practically. We get a thought, we get a desire, we think of it's happening, and then the subconscious starts working on it, but it takes time for us to recognize it. So meanwhile, we get other doubts whether it's getting done or not. So by getting doubts, we delay it
yes.
because we don't know that subconscious started the process of working.
Hmm.
So our faith should be that strong and so unwavering that we shouldn't ever entertain any negative or any sort of doubt during the process also till the manifestation, because we don't know how much time the desire is going to take for the manifestation. It all depends. So our faith should be unwavering all the time during the sleep and we're awake, and irrespective of the things or experiences happening in our life. Some due to the previous conversations we had inside the mind, we may have present experiences which are against our desire. But we have started thinking positively, talking positive conversations. But by the time the positive conversations takes its own course of manifestation, the previous thoughts have to leave first, and then the new positive thoughts have to get impressed and then take their form in the manifestation process. So that waiting period, how we are going to handle it practically, is a major task, what I understood through the practical implementation of this.
Pushkar,
Yes.
beautiful, no? Beautiful.
Ah.
The way you have put it up, it is so easily explained, and at the
Hmm.
same time, very, very practical. That means you literally have experimented and
Yeah, yeah.
and when you experiment it, that means when practically we deal it. See, we say we just talk, but when we practically experience it or when we practically implement it, then you know exactly, oh, how the mind is turning, how the mind is getting deviated, and it goes everywhere. And the biggest thing
When I
is,
tell about this, yeah, continue.
the biggest thing is, I think even our habit, like since our childhood, how we have been molded, that also matters, because the way we have been molded, it's every time, like we take we think a lot, whether it is happening or no, that's different. But for that, there's so much that we always think, and with that thinking, the negativity has already entered.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
take the
In
data
the
from everywhere. We feed ourselves from everywhere that we are seeing, forgetting the inside thoughts.
that
So I
itself,
remember
this is
Ramji telling to me that forget everything that is in front of you. There is nothing in front of you. He told me to become zero in my thoughts and then start creating my own world with my own thinking. So we have to completely make whatever we know till now, we have to make it zero. We have to bring it to zero, and then we have to recreate our own world by our own creative thoughts.
yes, that is why it is written, you are the captain of the soul and the master of your fate.
and also, like
Yeah.
as I was talking about habit, that becomes a seed, and that seed itself is like sprouting, creating so many other things, creating a tree itself.
Yes.
Yeah, and the process, how the subconscious is going to manifest, is very varied and takes time to understand. I I may not be able to explain you in the specific terms. I have gone through some experiences where I desired something and at the end I got result. But in the process, the steps which have happened prior to the manifestation were totally against my desire. So sometimes I lost hope actually. And later on, I revived my faith and I was strong in faith and I fixed my attention and desire. And the
Omkar,
things which have happened,
just a minute, Pushkarni, sorry. Omkar, is Pushkarni's voice clear or only I am getting
No, no,
disturbed?
no.
Is
I'm
my
also feeling the same disturbance. I wanted to tell.
okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
okay, I
There's a
think
lot of break.
signal issue is there with me.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to
Is
disturb because
it okay
yeah, it is okay. Yes,
now?
Yes.
it is okay.
Yeah, okay. Here some program is going on. That's why actually I couldn't open the windows. Yeah, that's fine. Please let me know if there is any disturbance.
Now it is fine. You can continue.
Yeah. So in the process of manifestation, what I have faced initially was completely against my desire. So then I got a doubt whether am I doing it. I mean, whether was I successful in imprinting my desire in the subconscious, or was there still the previous doubts of negativity were still there? I had a doubt. So, but later on, when I was strongly onto my faith, with time, those incidents which have actually appeared to be against the desired end helped in manifestation of the desired end. I was shocked to know that the ways of manifestation of subconscious were so varied and different. It's beyond the understanding sometimes. So it's
Yes.
very important to stick on to our faith, irrespective of the experiences we have during the process of manifestation. Whatever desired results now are just by ignoring the incidents that happened during the process of manifestation and by sticking on to the end, irrespective of the experiences during the process. This is what I actually wanted to mention. I hope
Yeah.
you all are clear.
Yeah, Pushkani, here I also want
Yes,
to add
Pushkani.
whatever you brought to light. A few things which I really understood when you are doing it practical is also the matter of faith or belief. That should be so strong that irrespective of what your senses say, I repeat it
True.
again, irrespective of what your senses say, you are just believing that. That is so. I'm going to say it's a kind of leap, a big leap. It's faith.
Yeah, because you start accepting or thinking on the sensory evidences, again your attention is getting diverted to the outside. So we are not concerned whether the thing that is happening outside is as per our desire or not, when we are actually imprinting on the subconscious. We have to continue to pay our attention inside only till the manifestation comes.
Excellent, excellent, Pushkani. Now here I
And
want to
whenever
bring
I have
Shweta.
explained,
Beautiful. This is really good. This is something.
whenever I explain about this process to new people who aren't aware of this, all of them had doubts during the process itself, on the process itself. Even I had experienced difficulties because for the small things when I was manifesting, I had total faith. So they happened just like that. And the things which I give more importance, which I consider as serious, for them it became difficult for me to stop entertaining the doubts. Sometimes I failed and then restarted, and it took time for me to get the results.
Yes. You see, it is all about practice, no? We keep on practicing and we keep on
Yeah.
getting the results. So here I want to bring Shweta ji, are you there now?
So I think the doubt itself is the villain that is causing the manifestation
Yes,
to
true.
get delayed.
Yes.
Doubting demon.
Yeah, you're right, Omji.
That way, see, mind itself is
Yeah.
playing so much, right? So it is something like, we are hero, we also have villain. So we need to be careful being hero, always to focus on being hero itself.
Yes.
Yeah, doubt is a negative thought.
Yes.
So we are writing one positive statement, and again by doubting, on the beside that positive statement, we are writing negative statement. And which one we want the subconscious to accept? I remember Ramji telling to me two sessions prior that whichever impression had the stronger influence, that will be manifesting. So if you
Yeah.
write positive
I
statement
agree.
with more influence, that will be manifested. If you write the doubt with more influence, that will be manifested. It's better for us to practice not to get entertain any doubts at all. Even if we become
Yes.
blind to the outside environment, that's also fine. When we have to unleash the strongest, biggest power within us.
Also,
Right.
with this, I guess to add up, I'm really sorry if it is getting extended, but I think this is really important. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like, that initial small analysis or a small look upon is very important, because when there is some certain big desire or, a desire, basically we need to understand and analyze it, like, how it is. And based on that, try to see, like, how our thoughts are attached to it, so that we can think of the end in a beautiful, or in a way we want it, in the desired way, for that desire, and then expect the universe to manifest it.
Yes.
Omji, I had a suggestion here. Why do we need to add big or small to a desire? Because to considering the power of subconscious, everything is equal to it. Nothing is big, nothing is small to it. Everything is similar to it. It is only taking the order and serving us with the desired end. There is no big or small. It's we, by attaching our emotions to the desired end, make it either big or small. The moment we make it big, we take it more seriously. This is what I have. This is where I had felt the difficulty in manifestations. There is no big, no small. All are similar to the subconscious. The big or small to the conscious mind, not to the subconscious mind. This is from my personal experience, I can say.
And this is excellent, Pushkani. It's really brilliant
Yeah.
what you've put across.
By
It's
making
really
it big,
brilliant.
we are delaying it
Yes, yes.
because we become more serious, and that's how we entertain doubts. We be more alert.
We
We
have
have
put
to
it
be
on
light
high
actually,
pedestal, no?
because yeah,
We have put it
when
on
we
high
have more
pedestal.
faith, we become light actually. We become free-minded, light-minded. And when we make it big or serious desire, we pay more attention on it, which is like a stress. That is towards doubt. That is how we make it big or complicated. When we really have the doubt, we don't feel that it is a when we really have faith, when we really have faith, we don't feel that it is a big thing. It's not the big thing to the subconscious, it's the big thing to us, who judge it based on our outside perceptions. So
Yes.
that is where we are going wrong.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think Onkar ji
I feel
mentioned
all these are points to be remembered. Yeah, please go on.
No, this is really good. Guys, we have only 1 minute. So any last thoughts, please, we can just complete wind up in 1 minute and join the new session.
Yeah, I'm done. You can continue. Anyone can continue.
No, I want to talk to Shweta ji before this. If she's available right now to talk. And I think continuation on the next session will be better. And I would like Shilpi to read. Thank you, Amit ji. Thank you for your
Yeah.
contribution.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I'll read in the next one.